Zarir Hussain is the chief managing editor of the News Live channel, which brought those pictures to national attention. Vani Tripathi Tikku is a senior leader of the BJP, and my first question is to Gaurav Gogoi, member of parliament of the Congress party. Mr. Gogoi, we have some pictures there of a young man about 20, 22 years old. Yesterday I asked you how would you feel if you were to face those bullets point blank. I didn't see any sensitivity on your part in the way that you replied. So my question to you is, Mr. Gogoi, this man, who, by the way, in those last moments of his, was being carried there by our reporter Arindam, did that man die of rubber bullets entering his stomach?
Arnab, to answer your question, we always do not want to have the loss of lives of civilians. But
no, did he die of a rubber bullet injury? Would today, a rubber bullet have killed him? Because your father, the chief minister,
I am saying today what
your
happened
father, the
is
chief minister, says we are firing with rubber bullets. Did he die of a rubber bullet injury?
I am sorry. I am here representing the member of parliament. As a member of parliament, I do not take questions on what my parentage is. If you want to address questions,
you're from the Congress party and your father is the Congress chief minister. I'm sorry you're upset about it. But anyway, my question is very simple. Did that young man die of a rubber bullet injury?
I'm not upset, Arnav.
Did he die of a rubber bullet injury? When the bullet entered his stomach,
it was
so
yesterday.
much so.
When I answered about rubber bullets,
did he die of a rubber bullet injury?
Let us not spread misinformation, Arnav.
What is misinformation? A man dies, did he die of a rubber bullet injury?
It was a combination. Because you are using my statement from yesterday to explain something which happened today. That is misinformation.
Today did he die of a rubber bullet injury? And by the way, Mr. Gogoi, do you have a TV somewhere close to you? Do you have a television set somewhere close to you? Can you switch on Times Now right now? Just reduce the volume.
I'm sorry, Arnab. I'm looking straight at your camera.
Okay, so I'll tell you. I'll describe the pictures.
I'm aware of what has happened.
I'm described some pictures to you.
I'm aware of what has happened yesterday. I have gone to the scene myself.
I'll describe some pictures to you, Mr. Gogoi.
I've met the protesters
Mr. Gogoi,
myself.
you're in Delhi.
I am still speaking to them over the
Mr.
phone.
Mr. Gogoi, you are in Delhi.
My channels of information are clear.
You are in Delhi. My reporter is in Golaghat. Okay, and the pictures I'm showing right now is of my reporter actually carrying a real bullet, a bullet which can kill, which in my view...
I have met the protesters myself. 2 days ago, I have met the protesters myself.
Is that a real bullet or a fake bullet?
3 nights ago, I have distributed relief.
Is that a fake bullet, a real bullet, a plastic bullet, a rubber bullet, or what bullet?
6 nights ago, I have met the refugee victims and helped them recover dead bodies from the Assam-Nagaland border.
Is that a real bullet?
Please do not question my commitment to the people of my constituency.
No, Mr. Gogoi, I don't want... You see, you have two approaches tonight. Either, Mr. Gogoi, your first approach is, I am honest, I am good, I am trying my best, I think I am right, I think all you are doing is misinformation, I think you are bad, media is bad, everybody is bad, and I think I am right, and let me therefore try and take a high moral ground on this. I am sorry, Mr. Gogoi, that line of argument false. That line of argument collapses, Mr. Gogoi, the moment.
I am only here to present facts.
Mr. Gogoi,
if you ask me factual questions, I will give you factual answers.
Mr. Gogoi,
please do not ask me hypothetical questions.
Now, Mr. Gogoi, I just want to tell you one thing. Just listen to me, okay? I'll tell you some few facts if you care to listen.
Sure.
Now, you have another option. If you want to be all, worked up and, I am so right and I will continue to speak over anybody who disagrees with me. That's a kind of approach which I don't like, Mr. Gogoi. And I think our viewers won't like it. I'd like to invite a few other panelists right now, including Zarir Hussain. Zarir, I find today at least
to address the concerns
I find today, instead of any humility on this issue or instead of saying sorry, I find the same kind of act of defiance of Mr. Gaurav Gogoi. He did it yesterday.
Arnab, I have said that this incident is unfortunate. I have said that this incident is most unfortunate. Is that not a sign of regret?
Yeah.
Is that not a sign of that today we wish that people did not have to lose their lives?
That's so, it's so ridiculous, Mr. Gogoi, what you say. You can take that word and throw it into the dustbin. It means absolutely nothing.
Is that ridiculous?
It is.
My expressing sorrow at the loss of lives is ridiculous?
Mr. Gogoi, it is
I'm sorry there, Arnab.
Mr. Gogoi, Mr. Gogoi, it's 24 hours after the incident, and by the way, please keep quiet. 24 hours after the incident, yesterday you say, you know what, nobody died, so what's the big deal? Today you say, aren't you happy that I'm said today you say, aren't you happy that I'm coming on television and saying that I'm sorry? Yes, we are very grateful to you, Mr. Gogoi, that you've said that.
Conjecture me. Please do not take words out of my mind.
Well,
you said that I have not expressed sorrow. Last night, I said I have expressed sorrow.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. We are also touched that you've expressed your sorrow.
I said I have expressed sorrow.
Well, yeah, I think first you ought to correct yourself. You ought to compliment the media. You ought to compliment the media. You not to, Mr. Gogoi, calm down. You're in politics and public life. This is not some college debate going on. So Zarir, I think we should put some facts on the table for Mr. Gogoi out here. Mr. Gogoi, please hear the other side. Please don't be so self-convinced. Don't be so self-convinced. Mr. Gogoi, as a young politician, the first rule of thumb for you. The first rule of thumb for you. First rule of thumb, in case nobody told you before. Those days when a politician would say 24 hours, somebody is giving you wrong advice, Mr. Gogoi. Somebody, go back to that person who's giving you wrong advice and say to that person, you told me to go and say sorry. I thought I would get away, but I don't think I will. Zarir Hussain, what really is Mr. Gogoi in denial of? What is he in denial of?
Let's not get personal.
Mr. Gogoi, calm down, please. Mr. Gogoi, calm down. Yeah, please. Zarir.
I'm calm.
Arnab, all I can tell is that a sorry won't make a dead man alive. A sorry definitely won't make a dead man alive. Harsh, the reality bites.
Absolutely.
We know that, the shooting the messenger has become a norm of the Assam government. Shooting the messenger has become a norm for the Assam government, or for that matter, the chief minister. Here we have put out the visuals yesterday of unarmed.
Selective visuals for others.
Mr. Gogoi, please.
That is let the visuals. That's the visuals. Mr. Gogoi, Mr. Gaurav Gogoi, that's the visual speaks for itself. We don't have to elaborate.
50% of the truth. The visuals
50% of the truth is that 100% of the truth. 100% of the truth is that 100% of the truth. 100% of the truth is that bullets have killed 2 people today. 100% of the truth is that rubber bullets were not used. 100% of the truth. 100% of the truth is that SLRs and AK-47s were used yesterday. 100% of the truth. I will come up with certain facts. Come on, let us Gaurav, I think Arnab told you a thumb rule. You need to
Gaurav, 1 second. No, 1 second. Zarir, Gaurav, don't be so adamant here right now, national television. 1 minute, please, Zarir. 1 minute, Zarir. 1 minute. I need to tell Mr. Gaurav Gogoi that since he does not know the facts, let him correct himself and say sorry also for saying where are the pictures of the CRPF. The pictures of the CRPF are shown. The CRPF has been asked questions. You want to do your petty politics, do it elsewhere, Mr. Gogoi. Mr. Gogoi, please, just 1 minute. And I have one basic thumb rule. When someone else is speaking, don't speak over the person. Mr. Gogoi has come out and said yesterday that they were rubber bullets. I asked Mr. Gogoi one question. Since when do rubber bullets pierce the necks of the victims? Pierce the stomachs? The intestines of the people go out.
Which has
he
happened
wants
today.
To see those pictures. Gaurav, please keep quiet. Just hear me on
Which
this.
has happened today, Arnab.
No,
yes, it
no,
has.
Gaurav.
Oh, please, Gaurav.
No, Gaurav. No, Gaurav. Let me tell you, Gaurav. In Jorhat Civil Hospital.
Let's ask responsible questions.
Gaurav, in Jorhat Civil Hospital, 2 people were admitted with bullet wounds. I am sure Arnab must be having those visuals. 1 bullet pierced through the neck of the people from Numaligarh, and another. No.
And we are sorry for that.
No, sorry. I'm very sorry,
We regret
Gaurav.
the loss of lives.
I am relying on facts. Gaurav. And let me correct one more thing, if you Arnab give me. I will show you one document where the Chief Minister has gone on record blaming the center, saying that neutral forces, that is the CRPF, is not under his control or jurisdiction. I will read out, I will show you one document. This is the Office of the Additional Director General of Police Border. This is an SOP,
the BJP
standard
Secretary
operating
Raman
procedure.
himself said that CRPF should not be in Assam. BJP's own people in the state of Assam have said
wait, you don't divert, Gaurav.
BJP's own MP,
don't
Member of
divert.
Parliament, Shri Raman Dekha has
No, please don't
that
divert.
CRPF should not be there.
Wait. Don't try to bank on
BJP's
your
own
BJP
Raman
colleagues.
Gaurav, 1 minute. Don't make it a BJP Congress thing. Please stop it. No, 1 second. First of all, Gaurav, please let Zarir complete. Gaurav, let Zarir complete. Gaurav, we heard you when he was speaking. He didn't interrupt you. Let him complete, Gaurav. Let him complete, Mr. Gogoi.
Why did the BJP person
Let him
say
complete, Mr. Gogoi. Let him complete. Now, don't be rude. Just don't be rude. Let him complete. He heard you. He heard you, Gaurav Gogoi. He heard you.
The Chief Minister.
He heard you.
The state MP himself.
No, this is terrible, Mr. Gogoi. When you were speaking, I don't think Zarir was interrupting.
Basic
I think basic courtesy is that you let him complete his point, even if it goes against you, please.
Sorry,
and Zarir, please complete your point.
Yeah, the Chief Minister has gone on record couple of times, even today, accusing the centre of failure, saying that the neutral forces in the border, that is the CRPF, doesn't fall under the jurisdiction of the state government. I am quoting this SOP of the state police, which says, in all matters, the neutral force will function like any paramilitary force which is performing law and order duties under the state government. They will function under the concerned DC and SP of the district. Since the neutral force, that is CRPF, is deployed in Golaghat district at present, they will follow all legal orders of DC and SP Golaghat and DIG Eastern region. So what I am saying to say is that either the Chief Minister is misleading or the Chief Minister has been misled by
it's elementary. Zarir, it's elementary knowledge. It's elementary knowledge of administration. 1 minute, Mr. Gogoi, just a minute.
Absolutely.
It's elementary knowledge of administration which Mr. Gogoi may not know. Mr. Gogoi, a minute. Let me enlighten you. Let me enlighten you, Mr. Gogoi.
And Nagaland.
Let me enlighten you, Mr. Gogoi.
It's neither the jurisdiction
of
Mr.
Gogoi, you know, Mr.
Gogoi,
well, let me enlighten you. Let me enlighten you.
CRPF in the border areas where 10 people have lost their lives
you don't want
under
to
the
be
watch of
corrected.
CRPF.
You are showing your ignorance on television. Mr. Gogoi,
that is what
please.
has caused the protest. That
Mr.
10
Gogoi,
people lost their lives under CRPF watch. Are we talking about that?
1 minute. Now, Mr. Gogoi, just listen for a minute. Just don't speak for a minute. And Vani, I'm coming to you next. You know, there are some basic elementary knowledge right now of administration which may be useful to you. Section 129, Section 130 of the Criminal Procedure Code clearly say the responsibility of the police at a time that dispersal of an assembly is with the executive magistrate or the police officer. As far as we know, unless the Constitution of India or the law changed in the last 24 hours, both of these come under the government of Assam, which is led by Mr. Tarun Gogoi. Just a point here, and Vani Tripathi wants to come into the debate. Vani Tripathi, first, Vani Tripathi, you heard the Congress representative, Gaurav Gogoi.
Under the watch of CRPF, 10 people have lost their lives and 10,000 people have become refugees. That is also the law.
You keep doing this blame game somewhere else. Not only are you responsible for the on-ground lawlessness, you are guilty of attempting to trivialize the on-ground situation in Assam, because your chief minister holds a press conference and then he blames the media and then he turns around and he says, and you know what he says? You know what the chief minister says? The chief minister says, the chief minister of Assam says, 1 minute, the chief minister of Assam says police atrocities may have taken place, but that's a different issue. Police atrocities may have taken place, but that's a different issue. I am proud of the Assam police.
Say that there will be a judicial inquiry.
Really? When people die, when they're shot,
one officer has already been suspended.
Vani Tripathi.
Officer has already been suspended. There will be a judicial inquiry. We have nothing to hide. But will CRPF order an inquiry under whose watch?
Gaurav, please listen to Vani Tripathi now.
Sure.
Mr. Gogoi has come to it's a premeditated lecture which he is blurting out on national television today. It's not just defiance, it's also denial on the part of the Assam government. And you know what, Arnab? Today on your debate, I am reminded of Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Gogoi can go on talking. It's fine. The whole country is listening to his voice and his rant right now. But Arnab, you know what? I'm reminded, Arnab, Arnab, he has come to give a monologue on your debate. He is absolutely not going to listen to any of us, but yet I'm going to say something with a lot of sadness in my heart. I'm reminded of Uttar Pradesh and Akhilesh Yadav today when I heard Tarun Gogoi on your program.
God of Gogoi.
It is the denial. It is the defiance.
Ma'am, please,
it is the way the media has been attacked in Uttar Pradesh. Similarly, Assam is going through the same path, which is sad. Also, on the 20th of August, as we talk about this incident, Arnab, on the 16th of August, the state government asked the centre and the Home Ministry for deployment of 10 companies of CRPF. Why did they do that? Today they are trying to, do the knee-jerk reaction of blaming the centre, blaming the media. Why were they asking for additional deployment of forces now that the situation has spiraled out of control and the Honourable Prime Minister has had to step in, and also the Home Minister has reacted, and tomorrow my MOS Home, Kiran Rijiju, is going to meet both the chief ministers. I mean, with such fastidious approach that the central government has taken, why is the state government still in denial, in defiance, and it's absolutely lying as far as the condition of law and order in Assam is concerned? And also let me remind Mr. Gogoi, who's trying to represent his state with this kind of defiance and denial, let me remind him that this is also firing on protesters. It is not just loss of human life, it is also rights of those protesters which are at stake here. So you have lot to answer. If this is politics, it is bad politics on your part. If you think this is going to be an election agenda for you, this is deplorable. It is absolutely deplorable.
May I answer, ma'am? May I answer, ma'am? We believe in the right of people to protest. In Assam, everyone has the right of for people to protest. People were protesting in Assam for the last 6 days. Do you know why they were protesting?
Why were they shot at point blank?
Because CRPF beat up Assamese people when they go to their burnt homes to recover lost property.
Why were they shot at point blank?
CRPF fails to protect those two boys
on about
who have
CRPF.
been kidnapped.
It's a silly line of argument. I'm asking you, why were they shot at point blank? Mr. Gogoi, a bit of information.
Silenced by the Assam police. We will order an inquiry, but will CRPF order an inquiry?
Mr. Gogoi, don't go on like a broken record. CRPF. For God's sake. You don't know the facts. I'll share some facts with you. You don't know. You're limited in your knowledge of the facts, Mr. Gogoi.
Seem like a broken record to you.
Mr. Gogoi.
I have met those refugees myself.
Mr. Gogoi is sitting in Delhi. Mr. Gogoi, just one fact, please. Mr. Gogoi, in fact, if you had been sensitive and you represent that region, you wouldn't even be in Delhi. You're the local MP. You should have been on the ground. By the way, just because these forces were deployed by the centre, according to the law, Mr. Gogoi,
please don't question my commitment.
No.
Of course I will. Of course I will. People are being killed.
People
are being killed. Police are being shot at. And you're sitting in Delhi.
For them, for 10 additional companies to be deployed.
You're sitting in Delhi and you're doing this, Mr. Gogoi.
Tomorrow.
Bring down your arrogance.
My commitment.
Mr. Gogoi, I will doubt tonight both your commitment. I will doubt, Mr. Gogoi, both your commitment. I will, Mr. Gogoi, have you no patience or manners? Would you not listen to others?
Home Affairs, listen to the BJP Secretary Romain Deka. And
oh God, where are you now going on about this Romain Deka from? Mr. Gogoi, please understand. For a minute, please. Zari, just 1 minute before you intervene.
These are facts.
Please, Mr. Gogoi.
These are facts.
Mr. Gogoi, I'm telling you, I am telling you, you are revealing. I don't want to say this, Mr. Gogoi. I don't want to say this, Mr. Gogoi, but you are revealing.
Is that not important what he says?
Mr. Gogoi, please. Mr. Gogoi, now you're going on and on and on. No. Just 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute, please, Mr. Gogoi. Just 1 minute. I will now share some facts. I have no intention of saying on national television that you're revealing your ignorance of administrative issues. But I will just put 3 points to you, then you can go back, read the books and tell me if you're right or wrong. According to the law...
Why are we not having a substantive discussion?
Mr. Gogoi, you know, it is not a substantive discussion if you're only going to listen to the sound of your own voice. Point number one, the state civil authorities that give the CRPF information and directions on specific tasks to be performed. Two, the state civil authorities and the state police give the CRPF a brief on the local conditions. Three, the state civil authorities have superseding authority over the CRPF should both of them be deployed in a particular area. And four, the state civil authorities are throughout responsible for public law and order, while the CRPF is an instrument placed at the state's disposal to restore and maintain public order, which is precisely the reason why the Chief Minister wanted the CRPF deployed. I mean, you don't know these facts? I'm horrified. I'm horrified you are not aware of, the basic hierarchy in the law and order machinery. I don't expect a member of parliament to come on my program and say, I don't know about these things. Zarir Hussain wanted to come back to the debate. Zarir Hussain wanted to come back to the debate. Please, Zarir.
The state government has asked for a border.
Zarir, please, Zarir.
The protest, that the last 6 days, the protests have not been against the CRPF. Definitely not against the CRPF. The protest has been against the failure of the Tarun Gogoi government in failing to protect and secure the lives of common people. As simple as that. They are not bothered about who the CRPF or police. They want protection. See, Tarun Gogoi's own border, she says, I am the commander of all the security forces deployed in the borders. So the entire, the blame response, I know you have been there once and you also faced the wrath and ire of the protesters. I have seen visuals of you facing the wrath and ire of the protesters.
Of those villages being burnt and CRPF soldiers not doing. Your channel News Live has also captured those visuals of the villages being burnt and CRPF
that is why I am saying that they have blamed the state government. They have blamed the state government for failing to protect. They have not blamed the CRPF. They have blamed the state government.
I don't understand.
The CRPF is under the state government. Why don't you understand?
Mr. Gogoi.
Why don't you understand? Basic, elementary,
Mr. Gogoi.
Ornab said, very elementary knowledge, Gaurav.
Mr. Gogoi.
Or Gaurav, just elementary knowledge. CRPF is under the control of the Home Minister. Come on. I know. Gaurav, don't deviate from the issue. You are not talking, please talk sense, Gaurav. You are deviating from the issue. What I am saying is that the CRPF or that matter the state police is under the direct control of the Home Minister. So if the government fails to give protect, come on, Gaurav, see, come on, all today protests everywhere the protesters are saying against the government. I have never heard a single people telling that we do not want the CRPF or anything. Come on, it's the state. I am telling you, the government. Again, Roman Deka. Why are you so obsessed? Why are you so obsessed with Roman Deka? Why are you so obsessed with Roman Deka?
He's a member of parliament from BJP. He's been recently promoted as a secretary.
I know, but why are you so obsessed with him?
Not valuable to you?
So why are you obsessed with him? Why are you not?
About Mr.
Mr. Gogoi.
More valuable to me.
Mr. Gogoi, I am only on the issue of atrocities. Please, don't 1 minute. Don't 1 minute. I'll tell you one thing. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. Mr. Gogoi, please. Mr. Gogoi, please.
CRPF should be.
Okay, so Mr. Gogoi, I heard you. But just 1 point. Just 1 point I make to you most sincerely. Okay. Now, just for a minute. Just for a minute, hear this. Your father, or rather should I say the Chief Minister of Assam, he holds a press conference and he says that... Chief
Minister is preferable, Arnab.
Yeah, so I say the Chief Minister of Assam, he says that this Channel Times now has brought me down to the level of an officer in charge. He says, he says, such a prestigious channel, don't they know that I was not on the spot and I didn't pass the order myself, right? Now, nobody's saying a chief minister, nobody's foolish. Nobody's saying the chief minister is on the spot and saying, shoot that man, shoot that man. But for me, the issue of violation of human rights in this case is extreme. It's tremendous, Mr. Gogoi. And I'm sorry to say it is unacceptable. Now, Mr. Tarun Gogoi admits, and I want to play those pictures again. Mr. Tarun Gogoi admits that police atrocities might have taken
He
place,
said
but
that there
says,
was
no,
no
but
shoot
says,
to
Mr.
kill
One
orders,
second,
which
please
was
now, Mr.
misinformation
Gogoi.
spread by
Please,
your
Mr.
own
Gogoi, I heard you.
yesterday.
I heard you, be
Shoot
calm.
to kill orders? What kind of misinformation?
Mr. Gogoi, Mr. Gaurav Gogoi, please remain quiet and do not intervene right now when I'm speaking.
Shoot to kill?
Mr. Gogoi, please, I have heard you now, don't make me run out of patience. Mr. Gogoi, you know, I'll tell you, Mr. Gogoi, please understand this. You know, I forgive you if you today, for whatever reason, the reason for your prejudice and position is yours. You can go back and reflect on why you're taking this position now.
We are both professionals
now,
here.
Now, Mr. Gogoi, I don't know about you, I am. But Mr. The Chief Minister says, does a Chief Minister ever give such orders? I'll just put those pictures full frame on air, and I want to say something to our viewers at this stage.
Shoot to kill is what your channel reported
please
yesterday.
keep quiet, Mr. Gogoi. Nobody said the Chief Minister gave shoot to kill. What we are saying tonight, what are we saying tonight?
Shoot to kill.
And you know, it can be a very
direct question you asked.
Oh, Mr. Gogoi, now you know, if you want to,
who gave shoot to kill orders?
Okay, now I'll tell you one thing.
There was no shoot to kill orders. Who will give a shoot to kill orders?
Okay, so Mr. Gogoi, have you finished? Have you finished, or do you want to? If you want to continue, then you can continue. You want to say something else? Say it.
Please go ahead.
Say no, say it. Please. You want to say something?
Please go ahead.
You want to continue to speak over when I'm speaking?
Please go ahead, Arnab. I'm here
are you going to be quiet for a while?
On the issues, and I want to hear
will you be quiet for a while?
The BJP.
Okay, so will you be quiet for a while? I'm not interested in your petty politics. Will you be quiet for a minute? The serious issue. Will you be quiet for a minute, Gaurav Gogoi? Just for a minute. Thank you. Now the question is, please. The question is this, Mr. Gogoi.
The lives of 10,000 refugees, 10 people who have shot dead. 3 people who have lost their lives in protest. I want to be substantive, and I want to be sincere, and I want to express my concern about what is happening in my state.
You know, if you were so concerned and you were so confident, and you would have been on the ground there among your people, explaining to them why they were being shot at. You don't have the courage to do that. Point number 2 is nobody said the Chief Minister gave orders to shoot.
Arnab,
what we have been asking, there you go again. There you go again. You know, you go again. Like, you know, now Mr. Gogoi, I'll have to reduce your volume because I want to say something at this point. What I'm saying is simply this. I'm not saying the Chief Minister sits there and give orders to shoot. What I'm asking is that in a civilized society, nobody does this. That's all I'm saying. In a civilized society, you don't take a self-loading rifle and an AK-47 and point it at unarmed people, create mayhem, and go ahead and say and instruct the people there, shoot this person and shoot that person. This is therefore a damn serious issue. And I don't think this can be reduced to politics at this stage. Now, I want to tell the Assam Chief Minister, climb down from your high horse, because yes, it is the responsibility of the head of the state government to take the topmost decisions of the state. And as far as I can see it, these human rights violations better be in that category. Whether this happens in Uttar Pradesh or Assam or Rajasthan or Madhya Pradesh, it will be questioned. If it were to happen in Uttar Pradesh, I would ask Akhilesh. If it is happening in Assam, I will ask Tarun Gogoi. Simple as that. That's it. Vani wants to make a point. Vani.
Council, the Chief Minister.
Oh, please, you know, now you start again, Vani.
For the very fact.
Rifles go there and protect the lives of people.
Oh, Mr. Gogoi.
We are asked for a judicial inquiry for all police excesses.
Bring a fresh approach to politics.
This sense of denial, you know, the disputes which are, you know, erupting in the region, in the border areas of Assam are because of this sense of denial. And because he does not know, he must know that the centre can only assist the state government, but law and order and peacekeeping is a state subject. And because they fail each time to do so, and I'm really sad to know that a young voice like Tarun Gogoi is speaking in the same redundant, fossilized kind of, you know, political voice. At least being a youngster, you should have been a vehicle of change. Accept the fact that it was a mistake. You have ordered 10 companies of CRPF. If the Home Department at the centre would not have sent them, you would have said this is infringement of state-centre relations. So it is sad. If you wish to cross-talk throughout the debate, you can continue. But your state law and order has spiraled out of control, and if you do not take cognizance of it now, Nothing can save your state from disaster.
Zarir, do you feel...
And if this is an agenda for the politics of the state, it is
Zarir, why is there so much... Why is there so much rigidity? No, 1 second. Zarir, why is there so much rigidity? I mean, if the Assam police has done this, why could the Chief Minister not come out and say, I'm horrified that somebody pointed the guns at innocent people and was shooting? I will really not allow this, and I'm really sorry for... Instead, the Chief Minister comes and says, media is wrong, Assam police, I'm proud of them. Why has he taken such a inflexible, hard position? What is behind this?
He ordered a judicial inquiry as well to find the facts.
Well, if there's nothing wrong, as you say, why are you even doing an inquiry?
Zarir. Very, very pertinent question. Very pertinent question, Ranav. Why this rigidity? Why rigidity? It would have been like, if you had modestly said, or with humility said that, okay, we are sorry for this, or this should not have done, then people would have been pacified. They would have come down. But the outrage, the mob that you have seen today, it was total madness because of the defiance, because of the denial. When people says that rubber bullets being fired, no injuries. So these are statements that really incited people to take to the streets and charge on the security forces, and that escalated the whole situation today. It was total madness, chaos, anarchy, and some people were telling, Hitler never killed Germans, but it is the Gogoi government is killing their own people. So these are the statements coming. I've just come out from a talk show.
Please, let's not talk about Hitler. Let's have a
that is what. No. I'm just taking the mood of the people. Come on, I'm just talking the mood of the people. That is why I'm telling Gaurav, that is the mood of the people. I'm telling you, because you are in Delhi, you should have been Golaghat. You are not in Golaghat now, you are in Delhi, I am in Guwahati. So that is why I'm not telling anybody Hitler, I'm just telling the people's mood, the sentence. I know. That is why since you are in Delhi, since you are today, right now in Delhi, I'm telling you the mood of the people. The mood of the people is that they are absolutely outrageous. I know, but not today. Not today. Come on, again BJP. Why are you so obsessed with the BJP? Why are you so obsessed with the BJP? Come on, just give me a chance to complete myself. The mood is of total outrage. The people are absolutely angry because that is what we are getting from the ground. People are outraged by the act, the defiance, the denial of the government, the irresponsible statements. They are shooting the messenger, they are saying that News Live and Times Now putting out not the real picture. What more can we put out? People, the Assam police and the CRPF shooting at unarmed villagers, are those not pictures? So I'm very sorry, Gauri. Again,
I don't mean
certain pictures.
I thankfully, Zarir. Thankfully, Zarir, we don't need a political approval. We don't need a politician's approval for our reporting. I think the Chief Minister should introspect. I think Gaurav Gogoi should not be rigid. And if he wants to sense the mood of the people of the ground, Gaurav Gogoi should not be in New Delhi, he should be in Golaghat. I thank you all. So these pictures are put on our screen once again, and I ask you, wherever you are watching this tonight, can you allow any security force to be so heartless, so barbaric, so unfeeling with unarmed protesters? Is this the way the security forces should run riot with unarmed protesters? These pictures went on air yesterday. You can write in to us and tell us what you think. Thank you for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight.